Everybody wants to hit that walk-off home run with their last pick of the fantasy draft. They want to get that league winner with that last pick, that guy with a lot of upside. We're going to be looking at Jaylen Wright, running back of the Miami Dolphins, who's got 4.3 speed. He's got a lot of pop, a lot of juice, who could be that league winner for you. But before we dig in with this deep dive, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're doing deep dives on these players every single day, and we'll do it in season as well for those guys on the waiver wire and for those guys who are climbing the depth chart. On top of that, we're going to help you set your lineups. We're going to do those must starts, and then we're also going to help you with the waiver wire as well. Click that subscribe button, tap it with your thumb on your phone, and stop missing out. But he wasn't heavily recruited out of high school, but he did make it to Tennessee. He was ranked 38th among running backs in his class, but he was cooking on the 100 meters. We were running in the 10s. He has that speed, and we'll see that at the NFL Combine. But it was a slow start at Tennessee, but it ramped up. We rushed for over 1,000 yards last year, 4 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns the year prior. But in 2023, 4.35 yards after contact per attempt. The year prior, in 2022, 3.75 yards after contact per attempt, so he can bounce off guys. He also has that speed to get you yards after contact because he can accelerate very quickly at a rapid pace. 3.72 yards after contact on his career. He forced 43 missed tackles last year, and he has ability to hit the long ball. 82 yards on his longest rush last year, 83 in 2022, which is something to note. And he's a big play machine against heavy competition in the SEC. TAMU, South Carolina, Georgia, Clemson. Big games against some of the top competition in college football. When we get to the Combine, he runs a 4.38 40-yard dash at 210 pounds. Elite size adjusted speed score. Elite size adjusted athleticism. But he's kind of a raw running back. Doesn't have supreme production to his profile. Fell to the 4th round. Snagged up by the Miami Dolphins. But about that, that's the perfect situation for a running back like this. They want speed. Speed matches well with the Dolphins. And they have Raheem Mostert. Raheem must start for fantasy football. And Devin Achane, who's also got supreme speed, who they drafted last year in the 2nd round. And the thing about this, both these running backs have injury histories. Mostert didn't really last year, but Achane did last year as well. Had nicked up a couple times. But Jaylen Wright, if something happens to either one of these two running backs, as running backs overall in the National Football League tend to go down, then we could see him deliver some supreme production for us in fantasy football, because Devin Achane can do that. And it's quick and in a hiccup and quick in a hurry, and it's top tier production. Same thing with Raheem Mostert, and any of these running backs go down, you insert Jaylen Wright. There's a good opportunity with that speed, that size, and explosiveness that you can get something similar. Then we look at the rushing production among these running backs. Raheem Mostert over 1,000 yards, 18 touchdowns. Achane 740 yards, 7 touchdowns, which would have been over 1,000 if he did not get injured. There's a lot of rushing production in this offense. The running backs do well when they're on the field. Jeff Wilson, 4.5 yards per carry as well. So there's a lot of opportunity here for a guy like Jaylen Wright, who has a ton of speed, who's very explosive, which is going to be fun to watch in this Miami offense. On top of that, a very fast-paced team, open court team with a lot of speed, not just at the running back position, but we all know with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, you cannot stack the box, which is going to make it easier for a guy like this. And now you're looking at his ADP. On Underdog, round 12. But on Underdog, the market's saying with his ADP, which is currently on the rise, is like, hey, we're going to take a stab at this lottery ticket. We're going to see what's going to happen. I know we're drafting 2 Dolphins running backs right before him, but we're going to take a 3rd one because this offense is potent. It is explosive. We need more Dolphins running backs. Jaylen Wright in the 12th round. Let's see what we can do with this gamble. And drafters here, ESPN, Yahoo, NFL.com, and on multi-site ADP, with the drafts averaged together, he's going in the 3rd round, so not much later compared to Underdog. And they're saying, hey, we drafted 2 Dolphins running backs, and we need to take a gamble here because there's a lot of fantasy points to be had. Then him versus the players in this area, you're looking at Gabe Davis, who's a good spot starter here and there, but he's not going to win your league. Jaleel McLaughlin could have some upside, but he's not an upside league-winning running back. You're looking at Antonio Gibson. I think we know what he is at this point. Now we're looking at A.D. Mitchell. There's a ton of upside there at wide receiver for him, and that's a good price tag. Adam Thielen, a good wide receiver if you need a little bit of production, but he's not going to be a league winner. Same with Darnell Mooney. Marshawn Lloyd, some upside, but he's coming in with the season with a hamstring injury. Jaylen Wright with the Dolphins could get propelled to RB1 status if on the field and getting opportunity. You don't need him because you want another dart throw, and that's it. Because this is nothing but dart throws in this range of the draft. You just get your guy, and at this point, he's not your guy. But if he is your guy, get that lottery ticket running back. He is a lottery ticket running back. He is on the cheap. He's got a ton of upside. He could win your league if given the opportunity, but there's also a downside because he's a rookie. He's a little bit more raw compared to some of the top-tier running backs in this year's class, but he's got the speed. He pairs well with the Miami Dolphins. He does have a lot of upside in this offense. This offense is just pure upside for anybody breathing air, running routes, touching grass when they're on the field. So a guy like Jaylen Wright could really put you into contention, and he's with one of your last picks. There's nothing to lose here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.